We are now joined by UFC featherweight Patrick Sabatini. Patrick, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll take our first questions from Gabriel Gonzalez with Cage Side Press. Your line is open.
Hello, Pat. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You've been doing your thing on the regional scene for a while. Can you describe what it's like to finally be here at the big show, doing the media day, being officially part of the UFC?
It's the best feeling in the world. It's been my dream to fight in the UFC. I worked very hard to get here, and now it's finally coming true.
Can you tell the story of getting the call? Was it your coach or manager who told you, hey, UFC is interested and we got a contract?
So it was about like a week ago, maybe a little bit over a week ago. Just getting done training, and my manager comes in. He's like, gave me that look, and I'm like, looked in his eyes. I kind of knew. He's like, we got the call, and right then and there, definitely made my day.
I can't help but notice you got a little bit of a black eye going on right now. You talked about it just a week ago. Have you had to kind of cram in a lot of training, or were you already pretty in shape going into this?
I was already in shape. I don't stop training, but it's funny. It actually happened the day I got the call, like right before I got the call.
Can you tell me about your team? Where do you train out of, and who's in your corner for this fight?
Sure. I train at three different gyms. I train at NPR Endurance, EEFC in Philly, and Henzo Gracie Philly. In my corner is Eric Purcell, John Marquez, and Daniel Gracie.
Finally, how do you feel you match up stylistically with Rafael?
I feel like I can expose some holes in his game, and I'll be ready to bring it come Saturday night.
Hey, thank you, Pat, and good luck.
Thank you, brother.
We'll go next to Keith Schillen with SureDog. Your line is open.
Hey, Pat, how you doing, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Excellent. Hey, so just talk me through. It wasn't that long ago. You were in the middle of the cage. Your arm was facing the wrong direction. Just tell me how you mentally, was able to recover from that and to be now on the biggest stage ever. I mean, it's absolutely tremendous.
Man, it was definitely a setback. I actually, didn't even realize what happened until I looked at my arm in there. It was definitely one of the worst feelings. But I was back in the gym a week later. It was just a dislocation. And I put in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get over this. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to persevere. And, that's what I did.
So obviously you're taking this fight on just over a week's notice. You said you're always in the gym. Is there any advantage by having, a small camp? I've heard fighters say, you're not thinking about it, you're not dwelling on it, you're not as injured. Like, do you see any advantages in that?
Absolutely. You don't have to overthink things. You're kind of just play your own game. Just like another day at the gym. That's it. There's no real buildup. You just mentally zone in and, prepare to execute.
And my last question for you is, when you look at Al's, you match up, what do you think your prediction, what's going to happen?
I'm definitely going to, push the pace. I know he will too. It's definitely going to be a good fight. I'm looking to get that finish.
Congratulations on being added to the UFC, and good luck to you.
Thank you, bro.
We'll take our next questions from Jay Anderson. Your line is open.
Thanks very much. And Pat, welcome to the UFC.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Now, you told us a story about getting the call, getting the word from your manager. I'm just curious. I mean, we've heard this called the era of opportunity, so many short notice fights opening up because of the pandemic and everything else. Did you have a gut feeling that this was going to be your year, that something might be in the works?
I've definitely felt that, a short notice call was coming since like September. I kind of had a feeling, so I always stayed prepared.
Absolutely. And I mean, this might be putting the cart before the horse a little, because obviously you got to go out there and win your debut. But do you have kind of a next steps or a path that you see yourself taking through the next year?
I definitely want to fight as much as possible. Like I said, I take one step at a time, and that step's this Saturday.
All right, and last one for me. I mean, for fans who don't know you from CFFC, sorry, what can they expect from Pat Sabatini?
You can expect stuff on the feet, stuff on the ground, stuff in between. I could do it all.
All right, we're looking forward to it, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, bro.
We'll take our final questions from Gavin Porter with UFC.com.
Especially new member, you just still look crazy over there.
Gotcha.
All right, so you're making your UFC debut. You know, with the COVID era, essentially, tons of fighters coming on short notice and stuff, and have mixed results. How do you make sure you come out on the right side of this? How do you do this fight week the right way to make sure you get your hand raised on Saturday?
Well, it definitely goes into preparation, always staying ready, always putting in the miles on the road, always putting in the time on the mats, the sparring rounds. I feel like that, definitely had me prepared for any opponent at any time.
And there's going to be no crowd in the Apex on Saturday, and it's your first UFC fight week, but there still probably should be some, that first moment of, oh, I'm making my walk in UFC. How do you anticipate yourself dealing with that emotion?
I'm very good under pressure. I feel like it brings out the best in me, and I feel like that's what's going to happen Saturday.
And then my last one's simple. What's your favorite part about the fight, just the fight game in general? Why do you love to do this?
I like the camaraderie with teammates, coaches, going through the grind together, and ultimately getting the hand raised at the end of the day.
And I have one extra one.
Sure.
When it comes to this particular fight, what about this matchup excites you in terms of your two styles?
Well, it's a tough opponent. It definitely is going to bring out the best in me, and I just feel like I could get the finish.
Great, man. Thank you. Can't wait to see you on Saturday.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, Patrick. You're all set.
Good, man.
Awesome. Thank